The Lakota people of the Pine Ridge Reservation live near the Badlands of South Dakota. They were relocated there from their traditional lands by the United States government in the latter half of the 19th century. Since that time, poor conditions, unemployment, corruption, and a continuous history of deceptions, treaty violations, and outright lies from people outside of the reservation have left the Lakota people in a state of despair and hopelessness.
There are people who are very loving people, but are very hardened because they have been told all of their lives that they can't do anything.
And it's tough for us people here in the knee.
You step onto the reservation here and you just feel a sense of hopelessness. You feel a sense of sadness because they just don't have a lot of hope. You don't have a lot of joy.
Their main needs are like housing and basic necessities that we take for granted every day. We've been to some villages last week that just got water in the last 2 years and hadn't had water before, where the tribe was just trucking it into them. So
you have people who are very hard workers, but who have been told that they can only live in certain places, and who have been told that they can only do certain things, and have been put on a reservation and they're historical, and they've been put on a reservation and told that they can only live here, and they're very angry and bitter about that.
I mean, look at, we don't have no money,
They have a lot to offer, but they need avenues to be able to offer it.
There are no jobs. The men can't work to provide for their families, and men, when they can't work to provide for their families, have no pride, have no self-esteem, are very angry about that.
It's a very heavy unemployment population. A lot of, just like everywhere in America, there's a lot of, drug use, teenage pregnancy.
I also think that they're forgotten about out here. A lot of people really don't think about them living here and suffering the way that they are.
Too many times over the past 150 years, they've been told that they would, somebody would start something and they wouldn't finish it.
People come one time and they don't come back.
There are a lot of people who come out here to try to help, and you've heard it from the natives, and I've heard it from the natives that too many times they'll come out for 1 week, and they'll reach a certain point to where they'll do things, but they don't complete it.
You start a project and you get it halfway, it ain't gonna get done.
We were in Wounded Knee this week, and there was a ramp that was started by another group, and they didn't finish the ramp. They got about 5 feet from the bottom of the ramp and they didn't finish it. The boards are not there to finish the ramp, so the guy that they built the ramp for can't even use the ramp because they didn't finish the ramp. They didn't finish the planks to finish the ramp. They don't finish what they start.
And it's a big reservation, and there's a lot of work to do,
And so we come and we try to bring hope, and we try to bring joy, because they don't have a lot of that here.
Showing Christ's love through the way we do our street ministry, whether it's playing bubbles or playing basketball, or just showing them, some adults that, care and love them.
It's the work of creating a relationship with the people out here, and that's where it's at.
Because we're really here to make connections and build their faith in Christ and give them hope. So I think we need to make a more outreach, year-round type of a program. Eventually, I think it would be great if someone joined here and lived here and became a missionary here, that we could go through and connect through, so that they would have a chance to build more relationships while we're not here also.
Some people say maybe, well, why don't we go to another reservation? Why don't we go to a different, area of the country? But, you have to finish what you start.
That'd probably be the first time people try to help us.
Because we keep coming back, the people that we work with trust us. They know that we will finish what we start. They know that we will continue to come back year after year after year. And we are building the relationships with the people. And they talk to us and they call us. I get calls all the time, all throughout the year. And they they know that we will always finish what we start.
It takes money, it takes time, it takes materials to get these things done, and you know, the more people, more churches that would get involved, that could spread out and do the same thing we're doing, would make, you know, make a world of difference and change lives.
You know, anybody who wants to help, you know, whether it's food, whether it's clothing, whether it's financial support, whether it's prayer support, we can use it all.
The one thing I've even felt even more so this year is that everyone's heart has always been, we want to help these people as much as possible. We want to spend as much time with these people and minister to them and hug on them and love on these kids as much as possible. And I love that. I love that people want to spend as much individual time with the kids, as much individual time with the adults as humanly possible. And that's where it's at.